Yo, what's up guys? James back again with another Black Ops Cold War Zombies video, and there is a ton of information today. Very exciting news in this one. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to cover all of this. I'm going to cover most of this because I covered some of it already in my last video. But there's tons of new information here that is very interesting, including the explanation of how exfil works. I want to start off with perks and skill tiers. On launch, you'll have 6 different perks to crack open: Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Deadshot, Daiquiri, and an all-new perk, Elemental Pop. What Elemental Pop does, every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect, which are just new names for the AATs. Now let's get into the tiers of the weapon upgrades and the perk upgrades, and the perks can also be permanently upgraded, so you don't have to keep upgrading them every time you go into the game. And I'll tell you guys how you upgrade these perks. Let's get into what they do first. The tier 1 for, let's say, the Elemental Pop perk is equipment damage also has a small chance to apply to a random base ammo mod effect. So what happens is, I guess if you use equipment, it has a chance to shoot off an ammo mod. Tier 2, reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. This means they're going to be on a timer, and you can't just keep wrapping. This will help you fire off your AATs faster, which is good. When tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied to your current skill tier, use your current skill tier instead of the base. They'll also be introducing more perks throughout the post-launch. Weapon rarities. Weapons come in 5 tiers of rarity: common, loadout, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Each tier increases the damage done by those weapons and will determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. For example, an uncommon weapon will feature around 50% damage boost over its loadout version and comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version kicks that up to roughly 300% damage and comes stacked with 8 attachments. How this affects the wall buys and the mystery box. Buying your favorite weapon off the wall is now different every time, with random attachments thrown into the mix, and the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher, and that is great. Previously in Zombies, if you had got a good weapon from the box, you had no motivation to return it. If you roll a weapon that you're happy with early in the game, you can return in 10 rounds and try to roll the legendary version of the gun. The mystery box also includes support items such as a sentry turret and a war machine, which is awesome. Treyarch's lead Zombies system designer, Kevin Drew, quote him, he says, "I've been playing Zombies for 10 years, and this is the most excited I've ever been when opening the mystery box." So that is great news to hear. They're really switching it up and making it exciting for the veteran players. Let's get into custom loadouts. Since they're bringing everything together to unify the progression system across Zombies and multiplayer in Black Ops Cold War, the team's first chance to fully deliver custom loadouts in Zombies. First and foremost, this empowers players to bring all of their unlocked weapons and cosmetics into Zombies, takes up the action to a notch, and gets everyone into higher rounds faster. This gives players much more freedom in the way they can play, especially for those who wants to get a better feel for how much fun Zombies can be after the first few rounds. Loadouts don't change the classic Zombies formula as much as you might think. If starting out with the classic M1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. The design team carefully considered how loadouts would affect weapon progression, gameplay, and such. Loadouts in Zombies are simplified compared to those in multiplayer. You can only bring in a single weapon and a field upgrade, with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available. This means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you'll still need to get out there and find other weapons quickly. You can also upgrade the rarity of your loadout weapon in-game, or any weapon for that matter, so you can keep your customized loadout weapon into the high rounds if that's more your style. Let's get into field upgrades and their descriptions. First, we got Frost Blast. Create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. Healing Aura. Or however you say Aura. However you say it. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal to full health. So, down on myself, so this means I can revive myself with this thing. Is, I guess, it's interesting. It should be if everybody's down, you shouldn't be able to. I don't know. You shouldn't be able to use it when you're down. I don't know how this is going to work. Well, let's get into the energy mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. Next one is called Ring of Fire. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and your allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage in the last 15 seconds. The Aether Shroud. Phase into the dark aether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemies' detection. Now, that's just in plain sight, pretty much. So, 5 different field upgrades, and the design of the field upgrades takes inspiration from several action-based abilities in previous Zombies games, including certain Gobblegums elixirs and even some non-passive perks. Each one is balanced with an appropriate number of zombie kills required to charge it. For example, here in Aurora has the upgraded ability to revive players in the map remotely. Holy shit. But requires double the kills to charge than an offensive-based field upgrade such as Energy Mind. So, that's good. I like how they're making things fair. Don't make things too overpowering. The Gobblegums were too overpowering. You had too many chances. I don't know exactly how these field upgrades are going to completely work, but so far they sound alright. When you load into a match, you're going to want to have one of the field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up. Coordinate with the rest of your team. You're going to be able to just use it right off the bat. You're not going to have to get it or anything. Let's get into Armor and Salvage. Replacing the crafted shield of previous Zombies experience. Yes, yeah, I knew that there's no way they were putting the shield if they had this armor stuff in here. Armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. Armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or be purchased using salvage. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. It's not long lasting, so it seems like something that might be. Okay, let's see. Although armor is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armor shard dropped from certain enemies, it's a finite resource, and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a carpenter power-up. Okay, that's good. They're making the carpenter useful in this game. Armor can also be upgraded 2 additional levels, increasing its damage, mitigation, and durability. There you go. You're going to need it as rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, even when paired with an upgraded Juggernog perk, no amount of armor will save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as the round gets higher and the challenge increases. So, it seems like they're trying to make the higher rounds more difficult for us. It seems like this armor is something that it's going to be a must-have for high-round zombie games. So we'll have to see how that works out. Hopefully it doesn't seem like you're going to be too overpowering, which is a good thing. Let's get into support and score streaks. They've wanted to bring, this is interesting, they've wanted to bring score streaks to zombies for a long time, and now their player progression is unified across modes. There's never been a better opportunity. Certain zombie maps have included some variants of these in the past. The new Dark Ether narrative offered the perfect chance to finally carry over some of the militarized versions into zombies to raise the stakes even higher. Let's get into it. So these are the support weapons. We'll have the combat bow, sentry turret, war machine, chopper gunner, and self-revive. If you're lucky, one of these will come out of the mystery box, and so this is how calling in the chopper gunner works, without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies while you're calling it. Any support that takes perspective away from your character will temporarily make you immune to damage and ignored by zombies while it's deployed. This ensures that parties of one can make use of support in solo games as well. So that's great news. Obviously knew that they were going to do that, because you're not going to call out a chopper gunner and have them just, the zombies can eat you, so wouldn't make any sense. Let's get into loot and crafting. It pays to stay resourceful during an undead invasion. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources, including salvage, armor, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. As long as you unlock equipment and score streaks through standard player progression, that content will become available at the crafting table in-game and can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. For example, a frag grenade is considered uncommon loot, whereas a symbol monkey is considered a rare drop. Now, this is what I wanted to get into. Optional exfil. They said that we have the option to get out of the game if we wanted to. So this is how it works. Starting at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call an exfil. In a co-op game, the majority of the players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals. Ping system. For the first time, we're bringing a locational ping system to zombies players. This will function the same way it does in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, and this is awesome. Whether you're marking the next door you'll need a friend to open, or pointing them to the pack-a-punch, their new player, pinging the latest location of the mystery box for your squad, we think this will bring a huge quality of life improvement for Black Ops Zombies players. Yes, this is awesome news. All this is pretty good news. It sounds like it's not going to be nothing to be too overpowering. We'll always say about that. It seems like they're giving you rewards for making it to high rounds, which is finally awesome. There's going to be a way to leave the zombies game and get rewarded for it, and there's going to be a ping system, upgraded perks, support, chopper gunners, crazy stuff, guys. Awesome news. And I'm glad to see that Gobblegums and that shit isn't returning, and they found a new way to incorporate it into the game to where it seems to be, from the looks of it, a little bit more balanced than some things that we had in previous titles. So it's great news, great stuff. I wonder if there's just one difficulty level. This is one thing that they haven't gone over, is we're going to be able to select our difficulty like we could in Black Ops 4, or is it going to be like Old Zombies was, there's just one difficulty and that's it, and that's how I think it should be. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Very exciting day. Tons of new information for zombies, and I cannot wait for this game. There's only 2 more weeks, and it's going to be, looks like it's shaping up to be looking pretty good, so can't wait for it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm James, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.